I chose to do my neighborhood podcast research as a non-participant observer. As a college student, the University of Akron is my neighborhood, so I analyzed my surroundings after 3 of my classes. I took notes observing the interactions around me, and I later categorized and counted those noted observations. I categorized my noted interactions as individual, meaning just one person, romantic, in this case meaning one male and one female, a small group, meaning 2 to 3 people, a large friend group, meaning 3 or more people, and an acquaintance interaction, which is something small like holding the door for someone or picking something up that a stranger dropped. First, I observed outside of the Auburn Science and Engineering Center, also known as ASEC. I observed the inside and outside of ASEC at 10:15 to 10:30 a.m. on 3 different days, September 23rd, 25th, and 30th. ASEC is a newer building on campus with some construction going on, but it is surrounded with tables and ledges for people to sit on and study outside. I discovered that the amount of people and behavior was the same at that time each day. Some minor notes I made were that most students and professors were walking with the occasional skateboarder, biker, or scooter rider. Most people had coffee or some sort of energy drink, and almost everyone was on his or her cell phone at some point. Something else I noticed was that very few people were sitting or standing around inside, but there were quite a few outside at the tables or ledges surrounding the building. I documented over 30 individual non-interactions, around 20 romantic interactions and small group interactions, 15 acquaintance interactions, and 7 large group interactions. I did the same thing outside of Folk Hall at 1 o'clock to 1:15 p.m. on the same days. Again, the amount of people and their behavior were quite similar each day. But at this time and place, I did not see many students or professors with coffee, but many of them did have water bottles, and everyone was on his or her phone again. Most people were walking, but there were quite a few bikers at this location. I documented over 40 individual interactions, about 13 romantic interactions, 20 small group interactions, 5 acquaintance interactions, and 7 large group interactions each day. I did the same observation outside of Mary Gladwin Hall at 5 o'clock to 5:15 p.m. on the same days. Just like the other 2 locations, the amount of people and their interactions were very similar. At Mary Gladwin, most people were walking, but there were a great deal of bikers and skateboarders as well. This probably due to the fact that there was a street right across from the building. In addition, I did not see many people with coffee, but I did see quite a few with water bottles. Again, anyone that was not riding a bike checked his or her phone at some point. As there weren't many places to sit outside of Mary Gladwin or Folk Hall, not many people were hanging out outside of the buildings, but several were sitting around the inside lounge area of Folk Hall and in the study areas in Mary Gladwin. I documented over 45 individual non-interactions, about 17 romantic interactions, 40 small group interactions, 17 acquaintance interactions, and 5 large group interactions every day.